Good morning, my name is Johan, and in this video I will be talking and covering how I became a gym owner at 24. So what I want to talk about is what led to me purchasing the gym, what I discovered, the decisions that led to it, the risks that came with it, and obviously what people don't see from behind the screen. I have a very busy day ahead, so I'm going to bring you guys along and I'm going to try and talk to you about this journey throughout the day. Got a pretty full class this morning, so I'm going to take the guys through that now I've just set them up, and then once I am done with that I will start to talk you through how this came about. So let's talk about how I actually got into coaching and what led me to this position. I was from a footballing background. I played football all my life as a kid, through my teenage years, and still to this day I'm still playing football now. At 18 years old, I got released from a scholarship. A few issues there, big injury, and that was me done. I ended up going to university. I had no plan on going to university at this point because my whole sole focus was on football. But in university, I really learned that I enjoy training. I enjoy the process of getting better every single day. I followed that passion, and in my third year, I decided I was going to do my personal training course alongside my dissertation. So as soon as I finished my university degree, I then applied for jobs instantly. I was looking, right, where can I get experience? What's the best thing to do? On the same day I was sending applications, I got accepted to a role and invited in for an interview, and they wanted to give me the job there and then because they understood that I knew the industry, I wanted to grow, and they knew I actually had a good baseline amount of knowledge to grow as a personal trainer. So I spent over a year personal training in a big chain gym. In that time, I got offered a manager role, so I didn't end up leaving. I spent another year in this place before actually leaving, and that was where Titan actually reached out to me to join the team. So when the opportunity came up to join Titan, I didn't really hesitate. I didn't really have to think about it. I knew if I wanted to grow as a coach, I needed a change in scenery. I needed a shift, and I needed to take that hit and just make the move. It was as I came into Titan, I realised I needed to think bigger. It wasn't just about coaching sessions anymore. It was about actually building something of my own, creating something bigger than what I'd already made at the gym and as a PT. I knew I wanted to run a facility. I wanted to create a proper culture and actually do it properly. I wanted to run a gym the way I knew a gym should be run. One thing I didn't realise joining Titan was it was already going into a transition period. There was a lot going on behind the scenes. There was members leaving, classes were slowly drying up, there was coaches leaving. The gym just lost its structure. It lost what it was when I first wanted to join the place. The place felt like it was drifting. We knew that the owners were looking to step away from the industry. It just took one conversation. Me and my business partner just looked at each other and we both knew that this was it. This was that opportunity to do what we both wanted to do. The best bit about it was our visions were already aligned. The plan just made sense, and the opportunity was just too big to ignore. We couldn't just pass it by and hope it'd come back again. This was that chance. It came earlier than we expected, and there was moments of doubt that came with it. You question yourself, you question the timing, but deep down we both knew this was the opportunity to take it further. We knew we had a chance to rebuild, we had a chance to drive this thing forwards, and we had a great opportunity to take Titan and turn it into something much bigger than it currently is. So here's a quick plan of action now. So I'm going to go inside, finish these last two classes of the day, and then I'm going to be back here and we're going to finish off this video together. So following on from what we mentioned earlier, as soon as we knew this was for sale, we had meetings, we laid everything out between us. We genuinely believed that we were the right people to take Titan forwards and really build that brand we know Titan could be. So we made an offer. We knew this is what we wanted, we made the offer. And after a bit of back and forth, we managed to finalise a deal. It took us over a year from the initial offer, and after sitting on our hands for a very, very long time, it finally went through. So what was the reality of this place that we took over? The gym was slowly getting run down. It was an outdated gym. Classes were getting thinner. The model was slightly outdated. It got to a point that we knew exactly what we needed to do to remodel this place. So that's what we did. One thing we did have when we did take over this thing was we had a small, tight-knit group of people that really believed in our vision, even before we laid this out in front of them. That meant everything to both of us. That really helped us drive the standards and really try to push this to a place it's never been before. So what hit us quite quickly was how much goes on behind the scenes. And running a gym isn't just running sessions and programming. It's structure, it's the systems, it's the staff, and it's the standard that we set for everyone that walks through that door. It took us time to wrap our heads around it. Leading a real business with real people relying on your decision making, your direction and your stability is very different from being just a coach. And that is where the learning really started. Right, so it's 8:50 and I'm currently back to the flat. Right, the plan. I am going to smash this yogurt bowl down, and then once I'm finished with that, we are going to talk about the realities of owning a gym. The reality of owning a gym is very different than what we expected. There's a lot more responsibility now. There's a lot more weight behind our decisions. We don't always know the right answer, but we keep showing up and we keep leading from the front. And as a result of that, we are going to build something bigger than we first imagined. It's forced me to think differently. It's forced me to grow faster. And it's been a big adjustment, but I've loved it. I love the pressure and I love what it demands from me as a person. Because of that pressure, that's what's going to turn this gym into something special. If you want to see where we take this, hit subscribe and be a part of the journey from the start. This is not going to be one you want to miss.